wonderful episode of the This Generation TV show where we educate, inform, and entertain. I go by name Dera, your host for today, and I am beautifully dressed as a marketing man for today's episode. I have two wonderful guests here with me, but before I let them introduce themselves as, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. These are Twellium Industries, producers of Vienna Bottled Water and Mango Drinks, A1 Bread, always fresh and tasty. Yasha Collection, your career costumes for school children. EPP Book Services, for all your publications, general books and stationery sales services. Niche Education Support, for all your quality educational supplies and content. And Aqua Zoological Gardens, where you can experience the world in the city. What type of animals do you want to see? Aqua Zoological Gardens has them all. And now to our guests on my
Annabelle Ofoyiwa Asai, dressed as CEO for many leading businesses in the nation, such as beverages companies, food companies, and also textile production.
Okay, so entrepreneurs, right?
Yes, please.
So I'm taking the perspective that there are different types of entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So you are
And I am a businesswoman. Yes.
Now we are moving on to our motivational segment taken by our cute Eliana, episode contributor.
Hello everyone, I'm your girl Ilana Blanco and I'm honored to be a motivation person for today. You don't prepare the future for the children, but rather prepare the children for the future. Let the next generation and its well-being occupy the central portion of our life. Train them, discipline them, encourage them, pray for them, and support them by any means possible. For Frederick Douglass said, and I quote, "It's easy to build strong children than to repair broken men." I pray for all children to inherit the promised land. Parents, guardians, and caregivers, please let's prepare the children for the future. Thank you. Once again, Ilana Danso is my name. I'm out. Thank you very much, Ariana, for this information. And I was really touched by it. And I have learned that it is easy to raise strong children that will repair the broken one. We are going for a short
Commercial break.
and we should like that. Thank you.
Hello, mommy, daddies, kids. You are all welcome to Yasha Collection. Yasha Collection, we're doing all kinds of career costume, character costume, continental costume, and Santa Claus dresses for kids. We also have kids career costumes for doctors, lawyers, soldiers, pilots, police, firefighters, fire service, immigration and custom, suits, and many more. We also have accessories for all careers. We also do wholesaling and retailing of graduation gowns and school cadet uniform. We are located at Carnation, close to Church of Pentecost, Central Assembly, Kaswa branch at the High Tension on the Bodrasi Road, and Kumasi Ejisu branch at NTK Plaza, Ejisu Zongo Junction. Call us on 0249 158 087 or 050 404 0443.
Yasha Collections.
One in town.
Yasha Collection.
All the best!
Welcome back to the video. And this is just this is the This Generation show where we educate, inform, and entertain. Remember, we are partly supported by 21 A1 Bread, the Star Collective, EPC Book Services, Zealand Farmers, Today's Education Focus, and Apart Lost Power Graduates. Without wasting much time, we are moving on to the Scholars Corner segment.
Hello viewers, you are welcome to the Scholars Corner with me, Chef Angie. A chef is a trained professional who cooks food in the kitchen. Chefs plan and prepare meals considering factors such as dietary restrictions, ingredient availability, and presentation. Chefs manage the kitchen by supervising kitchen staff and maintaining cleanliness and organization. There are 5 types of chefs, which are the head chef, who is the executive chef and leads all the chefs, the sous chef, who works under the executive chef and is the assistant chef, the line chef, who cooks in the kitchen, the pastry chef, who is in charge of all pastries, and the specialized chef, who specializes in different areas of cooking. The chef ensures that ingredients are stored, handled, and cooked safely to prevent foodborne diseases. As a chef, today I'll be showing you how to prepare a fruit salad and fruit sticks. So we have our fruits, which are optional, but I chose a pineapple, a watermelon, an apple, and a pawpaw. The watermelon will serve as a basket, so I'm going to teach you how we are going to prepare our basket with the watermelon. We have to be hygienic in order to do. So with my hands already washed, I'll start by creating my basket with my watermelon. First, you mark it. So you go around it. Then you cut here for the handle. It's supposed to be like this. Since you want your watermelon to be stable, you move to the under and cut a piece of it. So it should be something like this. Then you move to the other side of your watermelon and make the same process as you did here. You can see already it looks like a handle. What you are going to do is that you will get a spoon and will scoop all the fruit out from it. We are done scooping our watermelon, and this is one that I already made with a cover. Using the element of shapes and lines, this is what I got. I diced some of the watermelon fillings and the pineapple and added some grapes to it to get this. So you take one stick and take any fruit of your choice to start with. You gently push it inside. You add another fruit to it and repeat the process all over again to any desired shape you want on your stick. It should turn out something like this. Fruits are very nutritious and they contain vitamins. Vitamins like vitamin C, which is also known as ascorbic acid, and vitamin A, which is also known as retinol. I would like my guests and my host to taste this fruit This is a simple and nutritious dessert. It can be eaten in the morning as starters and after evening as dessert. I hope you all enjoy this and bon appetit. Thank you very much for today. It was a really wonderful experience.
I learned that a chef is someone who works in the kitchen to cook for others.
I also learned that the head chef is the one who takes charge of all the other chefs in the departments.
I learned that there are different types of head chefs, such as the head chef, the pastry chef, and the specialized chef. Thank you very much, Chef Angie. And what is your goodwill message and last words to all you out there in your colleagues?
I like to tell all the viewers that thank you for always tuning in to the Big Generation TV show. And I would like to tell all my colleagues that they should keep on learning, they should try their best. And as we are celebrating our parents' work, they should keep on doing the good work.
Now, we are moving on to the practical life segment. Please stay tuned.
Are you looking for a playground to have fun with your kids? Then look no further than Zealand Fun World with our state-of-the-art play kits like trampolines, bouncy castles, video games, arcade games, and many more. We make your child's day. We also have the perfect place to celebrate your child's birthday party and watch movies. We are open throughout the whole week and on holidays. Contact us on 028 97 11162. Individuals, schools, children organizations. Come and have fun with Zealand Fun World, and remember that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Zealand Fun World, the right place for kids to have fun.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vernon Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vernon Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vernon Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Vernon Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Vernon Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Thank you, and you are welcome to today's practical life segment with me, Jaden Siang. Today's topic is going to be about nose bleeding. Bleeding in the nose is common in children. It is not usually related to any underlying diseases. Symptoms or signs of nose bleeding. 1. Having a sensation of flowing liquid at the back of your throat. 2. Having an urge to swallow frequently. And the last one, bleeding from either the left or the right nostril. Causes of nose bleeding. Picking of the nostrils. Putting objects that are usually sharp in the nostrils affect the tissues that are contained inside the nostrils. 3. You should avoid falling or bumps because sometimes it damages the nose that leads to bleeding. So ways to manage nose bleeding if the person is bleeding. First, let the person sit up straightly and let the person's head tilt down a little, but not too much, or the blood will just keep on flowing. 2. Make sure that you have put your thumb and your index hand on the soft part of the nose and encourage that the person is breathing from the mouth so the person doesn't suffocate. 3. Make sure that the person is not crying because it will increase the amount of blood that flows, blood that flows. You must make sure that if the person is bleeding profusely, you must not panic. You must take your time and make sure you analyze the situation carefully before analyze the situation carefully before you act. Because sometimes when you act in a rush, you may do something that will make the person even bleed more. Lastly, if the blood keeps on flowing, you must go to the nearest doctor and let the doctor help you to stop the blood. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David. I never knew that there was a specific way of letting the child sit down and be able to bring out help or help the child bring out the blood if he finds himself in a situation where his nose is bleeding. So my guest, what have you learned from this segment?
I've learned that when someone is bleeding, you have to allow the person head to face downward and to try the blood to flow, but not too much.
I have also learned that when someone bleeds profusely, you shouldn't panic or act in rush. You need to calm yourself down, or you might end up putting the person in a worse situation.
Thank you very much, David, once again. And what is your goodwill message to your colleagues and parents working hard?
So parents, all I want to just say is that thank you for taking care of us and giving us everything that we need for our childhood. Thank you.
We are proudly supported by Trillium Industries, A1 Bread, Yasha Collections, EPP Book Services, Net Education Support, and Aqua Zoological Gardens. We are going for a quick commercial break. Don't touch that remote control. Please stay tuned.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vernon Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vernon Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vernon Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Vernon Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Vernon Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back from this break. And if you just tuned in, this is the This Generation TV show, the only kids TV show where we educate, inform, and entertain. And to the segment we've all been waiting for, the G-Talk segment, and our topic for today is, should entrepreneurship be taught as a career choice at home and school? Entrepreneurship is the readiness and ideology of running and organizing a business enterprise, along with an uncertain risk in order to gain profit. So with the understanding of entrepreneurship, I think it should be taught as a career choice at school and home. Do you agree with me?
I certainly most agree that entrepreneurship should be taught as a career choice in both the school and also in the home.
Yes, and
Okay, yes, I feel it should be taught at the school and home because it builds the child's skills of taking care of his or her own stuff and being responsible.
okay. So then what are some of the benefits of teaching entrepreneurship as a career choice at home and school?
One thing is that the child becomes very responsible for what he has to do at home and school.
Okay. I also think that teaching entrepreneurship builds up creativity, critical thinking, and also inspires innovation as children are served with the right perspectives of their talents and skills. Thereby, they are able to put their various needs into process and end up with various skills and talents which can benefit them in the great future.
Yes, so I heard you speak about creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving skills. So, how does entrepreneurship education help students develop some essential life skills such as problem solving, critical thinking.
Okay, so let's start with the home. Now, we were all born in a home, and that's where the primary socialization begins with. So it's in your home that you are able to discover your talents, your skills, and all those hidden things that you have within you. So upon discovery in the home, you are then sent to school to build up on those skills. So in that process, it inspires you to think critically, because those decisions that you are going to make at those primitive stages is that same decision that is going to affect you in the near future. So they are able to think as to what they want, what they wish to do, and how it will benefit them in the coming years. Also, they are able to put up various measures that will help them discover, understand, and solve some of the problems they are facing. Actually, most of the problems they are facing.
Yes, so I heard something like using the critical thinking. It helps them in the schools, like
yes,
helping them to.
Okay, so in the school, if you are a critical thinker, your academic performance is always high, because you become someone who is always thinking outside the box. You are not confined to the environment you are in. You are someone who is always looking at other sides, looking for higher heights and those things. So with that, it boosts your academic excellence, and you are able to achieve massive advantages in the future.
So I think I have a disagreement in there, but I'll come back to it. And
Okay.
what is your understanding of that?
Okay, so when the child has critical thinking, as I mentioned, it boosts problem solving skills and academic excellence. So when a child is a critical thinker, it helps the child analyze problems and be able to solve them very fast and well.
Yes, so I agree with you there. Okay, I think she has said what I wanted to say already. So then, what role can parents and caregivers play in supporting and encouraging the endeavors among young people?
Okay, so as parents and guardians, it's their duty to ensure that they encourage the youth. This is because for someone to be able to achieve greater heights, they need that support, the motivation, and the encouragement that even if they fail, there's always a shoulder they can rest on. That sort of backing up that no matter where they find themselves, they know what they are going for and they know what they are, what they can achieve. So as parents and guardians, you are supposed to be there to ensure that you accord the needed support to your children.
Okay, and you.
Okay, so parents and guardians can help their children do some certain things on their own, like doing certain house chores at home, and also build their courage and bravery to go for things that the parents have not been for.
Okay, so how can schools and educators effectively integrate entrepreneurship as a career choice, teaching entrepreneurship as a career choice into their curriculum and teaching practices?
So well, the teachers could, bring out these practical segments where the children can showcase their entrepreneurship skills, like selling of stuff to other people and managing a small business on their own.
Okay, I like what she said. Like really, I really do agree, but I also think they can foster it into like extracurricular activities, because that's where the heart of most children is, like where they can go out to try out their talent, singing, dancing. We even have footballers going for extracurricular activities, because it's a period where they are free to explore their talents. So entrepreneurship should also be integrated into extracurricular activities to broaden the perspective of the children.
Okay. I think entrepreneurship is always about perspectives.
Yes.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges, the general challenges or drawbacks we face while teaching entrepreneurship as a career choice, and how can they be addressed publicly?
Okay, so I think it's the availability of the facilities and then equipment. Like in most schools who wish to go on entrepreneurship, let's say 20% of the students are good in football, others are good in singing, others like dancing, some are into cooking. The school then needs to face this disadvantage of having to build a football park, a kitchen, a dance room, a music halls, and all those equipment that will be needed to ensure that those talents are developed. Being that if they do not have the right funding and support from other organizations to be able to carry out that project, it's just going to be a dream in the mind, because it's going to be like you've brought up creativity, but the measures that I need to take to innovation are unavailable.
Okay, I think in some schools, entrepreneurship is not really taught as an extracurricular a subject in school, because people usually center their focus on science and other stuff, but not usually on entrepreneurship and business.
Okay. So, how can entrepreneurship education help young people like around the age of 13 develop a growth mindset, the knowledge, skills, and then resilience and adaptability in the face of uncertainty and failure?
Okay, so from the motivational segment with what Eliana said, you shouldn't prepare the future for a child, but rather you should prepare the child for the future. And one way to prepare a child for the future is that you take them through entrepreneurship, where they can focus on their skills. Because if they have confidence in what they can do, then no matter what the future holds for them, they are able to carry on with that skill, that talent, and they are able to pull greater heights than what can be achieved by someone who was just born and then placed in a job. Like, most people already have their future set up for them, and sometimes when they get to that point, they are unable to meet with the pressures that comes with it. Because let's say someone is good in academic side, but that person has a very strong desire for music. Such a child should be counseled to pursue what he or she has interest in, because when you pursue a career that you have no interest in, it's going to be a disadvantage to you, because it's going to be like you are doing it, but your heart and everything isn't there. You are going to end up doing low things.
Yes, and in the face of uncertainty and failure.
Okay, so I feel that the teenagers should look for what they are really good at, their talents and what they are good at, and so that they can face uncertainties and failures when it hits them in the future.
Okay. So, thank you for being on my show today. But before we wrap up today's episode, I'd like to ask you a few questions about your career. So, you are what entrepreneur again? A tech entrepreneur,
And I am a businesswoman.
So, was this the career path you wanted to choose? You wanted to be when you were young?
No, not really. At first, I had a lot of what should I do, like be a doctor, a nurse, a pilot, or whatever. But for now, this is what I think.
Yes,
growing up as a child, there were so many career options in my mind. Some were to pursue science, others were to pursue journalism, some were to pursue fashion. But I guess it is based on what your interest is. So when your interest is there, you just need to develop it, and there you go.
Yes, so did you choose the career path yourself, or your parents made the decision for you?
Okay, my parents didn't make any decision for me. I chose it, though they cancelled me, but it wasn't forced on me. They gave me advice on what I should follow, and I followed it.
Yes.
Okay, well, my parents gave me advice on what I should do, and I should follow my heart, my interest, and what I love doing.
So, what was your inspiration, and why did you decide to do this?
Okay, I was inspired by Mr. Bernard Danso, the brain behind this generation TV show, because he didn't do what other reality shows were doing. He thought outside the box. to think about education instead of entertainment, and that's an inspiration to everyone growing up, that you should first prioritize the education of children and not entertainment for the world.
My inspiration comes from Elon Musk, who is one of the richest people in the world. So he's inspired me in a way that he decided to think outside the box. He want people don't usually become an entrepreneur. Do some bizarre things like making Tesla and taking over Twitter, which is now called X, and some other companies. Yes.
Okay. What are some of the personal challenges you face, like we have discussed earlier?
Okay, whenever you try to pursue entrepreneurship, you should also consider the fact that there will be risk. So putting into the risk factors, sometimes you can have funding problems, and that's one major risk in entrepreneurship. If you are afraid of losing all your funds, then you're never going to succeed. So I think funding is one risk in entrepreneurship.
So I think that if the entrepreneur himself is not confident about his or her his business will not thrive and be able to succeed.
Yes, so does your occupation need full-time attention, or you can decide when to work?
It needs full-time attention.
You shouldn't be someone who decides when to work, because as they say, time and tide awaits no man. So you need to give it that much of attention and shouldn't make it a sort of joke to you.
What are your last words to viewers out there?
Okay, I will encourage viewers out there that if you ever want to pursue a career choice, you need to follow on what your interest is, what you like, and the income it can bring to you in the near future. Also, you have to take advice from leaders and from other people who can serve as role models to that career you want to pursue. Thank you.
For children out there who aspire for future careers, follow your heart and your dreams and become who you want to be, so you can become a very good person in the near future.
Any goodwill message?
Okay, I'm giving a shout out to my mom, my dad, my teachers in school, and my wonderful friends and my wonderful siblings.
Any goodwill message to your
A
friends?
heartfelt shout out to my friends, to my family, of course, and to my daddy in faith, and mostly to all the people who have inspired me into being who I am.
Thank you very much for being on my show today, and God bless you. Viewers, you have heard it all. Today we have learned that by teaching entrepreneurship as a career choice at home and school, we can empower young people with the knowledge, mindset, and skills necessary to succeed in an uncertain future. So you see me next time on your screen. Keep pushing hard, working hard, and persevering to achieve your goals. And I was your market woman for today, and I'm inspiring all of you out there to take up the roles of entrepreneurship and pay attention to what you dream and think of doing in the near future.